What is up, everybody? In this video, we're going to be no-hitting Elden Ring using Rosus' axe. It's a magic somber axe that deals a ton of damage. It has a unique skill that is pretty much just a straight-up better version of Tibia's summons. Beautiful. To get the axe, all we need to do is head over to Liurnia and pick it up right at the start of Black Knife Catacombs. This run is part of a challenge I'm doing to do 50 no-hit runs with different viewer-requested builds, all within 30 days. My god, that's good damage. I've been streaming non-stop on YouTube and Twitch, so make sure you come check it out so you can catch the runs live. That's crazy damage, dude. But before we get into that, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Rocket Money. With so many subscription services nowadays, I've definitely gotten caught numerous times paying for some service that I don't even use anymore. Tracking where your money is going is complicated, but luckily, today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. I use the app to track all of my subscriptions that I just don't really have the time to manage myself. They will even do the work to cancel unwanted subscriptions for you. You can also use Rocket Money to negotiate your bills, so that you know you're getting the best prices on everything from your internet to phone bills. The app has helped save customers up to $740 a year with the app's premium features. With over $880 million in canceled subscriptions, make sure you go to rocketmoney.com/GinoMachino or scan the QR code on screen to get started for free. You can even unlock more features with premium. That's rocketmoney.com/GinoMachino. Thanks again to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. And now, back to the run.
Yesterday.
Hello, Gostoc. Time to die. You are joking, dude. Oh my god, an actual run lost to Gostoc is insane.
Later that same evening.
Dude. Oh my god, bro. Oh boy. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, I can't not bonk this thing. I'm gonna have to practice fighting Gostoc. Holy shit, dude. 2 runs in a row lost to Gostoc is actually the most insane thing I think I've ever seen in this game. It's a bonk magnet, dude. I can't not bonk with it. Yeah, Gostoc the run killer. I can't believe this, man. Yeah, I mean, technically I don't need to kill him, but it's the smart thing to do is to kill him. I've never had any issues killing Gostoc with any other weapon. I guess this moveset just, it really bonks off walls, dude. Like, really badly. And then the thing is, too, when it bonks, a lot of weapons, when you bonk it off the wall for him, it'll still hit him after. But this one, it just doesn't. Like, it simply just doesn't hit him, and then you get killed. My god, dude. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this, dude. But this time, I'm actually gonna bait him out to the middle of the room. I can't believe it, dude. This is just insane. If I die to him again, I'm not doing this run anymore. I'm switching to a different weapon. Actually lost 2 runs to Gostoc. Oh my god. And it's so funny too, because the first one I bonk on the right wall, the second one I bonk on the left on my follow-up attack. Like, what is next, dude? I just don't even know. I guess I've never killed him with an axe because I feel like I would have seen this before. Oh man. Can't believe it, dude.
Well, there's been how can I help?
Those are the longest axe in the game? Really? It's probably hurting us, actually, more than it's helping us for killing Gostoc. Yeah, like, this is the first time I've ever lost a run to Gostoc, and it happened twice in a row in the exact same way. And I think someone was asking yesterday if I've ever lost a run to him. Like, no, how would you ever lose a run to that guy? Well, we've gotten the answer. It's bonking the wall is pretty much run ending. That might not work. Well, just kidding. No, the reason why we kill Gostoc is so that we don't get trapped in the room with the knight. Right, so if you leave him alive, what happens? You walk into that door and then you immediately get trapped, and the knight aggroes. And so what killing him does, it makes it so that we don't get trapped, and the knight also doesn't aggro. Yeah, maybe I would have had a higher chance to just go pick up the key and just dodge the knight than not bonking the wall against Gostoc. I guess. But yeah, so that's the idea. That's why we kill him. And I've never had issues with it, but we are using a different weapon here that really likes to bonk against walls, I guess. Like the ultimate wall bonking weapon. That's I will never refer to this weapon as anything else now other than the wall bonker. Although I guess the Ash of War wouldn't bonk. So maybe I just spam it, but I don't think it's fast enough to not get hit on him with it. Yeah, because like if you see a wall on the camera with this weapon, you're gonna bonk it, dude. Let's go upgrade first, I guess. Seen Elden Ring Reforged? I saw the trailer for it, I think, but I should probably try it out at some point. Okay, Warrior Jar.
Oh, that. Well, I. Wait. How could this? Was my whole existence just?
And deja vu, dude. Like I've already done this twice today already. You know what? I didn't change the number of bosses, and there's no way we're killing 16 bosses on this run, are we? I mean, we are killing the trolls, so that's an extra one. I believe it's 12. I think 12 for a normal any percent. If you're kind of just doing the bare, not the bare minimum, but the reasonable minimum, which is pretty much meaning that you're killing Margott and Godric instead of Moog.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Had this laying around.
Elmlock, thanks so much for the 2-month Prime sub. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I think it's 12. All right, +6. Don't buy the extra stones this time. Yeah, +1 with Gostoc. Yeah, that's what it feels like right about now. Let's go kill the Avatar. We'll get Golden Vow first. Yeah, so I think 12, and then we're killing the Bellbearing Hunter, so that's 3 extra with the Avatar, Bellbearing Hunter, and the Troll, and then also Gillica. So I think 16 actually is right. Although if I'm getting Blue Dancer Charm, then it's actually 17, I think. And yeah, 18 with Gostoc, of course. This one likely will be a bit of a longer run than the other ones, actually, because, yeah, we are killing quite a few extra bosses. Although, I guess the last run I killed 17 bosses, too. But that was because I was killing Patches, the Shackle. Having some issues getting up here. That's what he said. Yeah, we're killing quite a few bosses, plus getting Howl takes some time. Man, this guy's been giving me just excellent RNG today. No golden lands. I didn't want to say it before I killed him, but usually these guys aren't so kind. Okay, well, we're going back again. Surely, surely it's fine. Yeah, most nervous part of the run is Gostoc.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly.
You've gotten the exact same Margott pretty much every time.
Tarnished.
Okay, we're back again. I think I'm actually just gonna let him walk into the middle of the room or something, dude. I need to not be close to any wall. Yeah, Charge R2 probably would work. I'm not certain if it's fast enough. But yeah, Charge R2, like it's gotta be fast enough, right? You'd think. Yeah, I gotta buff up for Gostoc, dude. I'm gonna do it. Howl for Gostoc. Yeah, Ritual Sword and full physic for Gostoc, dude. The only way. The hardest part of the run is not bonking the wall while fighting him. All right, here we go. I'm buffing up.
What's it to you?
It's a miracle. It's an actual miracle. I didn't die to Gostoc. The buff actually made that much better too because I only needed that one extra R1. You know what? I really don't need to go the back way on this because I already have enough int for stealth. But I kind of like going the back way, dude. It's kind of comfy. It is slower though. Sleep arrows that I never use. So this is the reason why we kill him. In this room right up here. Normally what happens is you open the door and then you're immediately locked in with this guy and he immediately aggros. That's kind of the main thing. But once you kill him, because he's not alive to close the door on you, you just puckery, pick up the key, and then we're just on our way. I definitely do think going this way does feel much safer than going the front way. But it is slower because I have to go backtrack. If I do want Godric's, I need to go the back way to get it. And yeah, just this entire path is also just slower. So it probably adds a good minute and a half or so. But yeah, safer and lost the run to Gostoc twice. That's actually a good point. Wonder if we're going to do any jump attack builds on this run. I don't remember seeing any twin blade curved sword requests or something like that. There might be something. But I guess that's another good reason to go this route. But it's not like you can't get to that spot easily from this grace up here. I don't know. I'm coping at the back way. I'm coping that the back way is safer or something. What is this weapon? Like, what actually is that? I can't really tell. Like, it looks like some mermaid stuff. Whatever it is, I'm not really seeing it. Okay, I don't think we need this grace for any reason. I'll use the Exalted Flesh because I got it, so I may as well. Who points you to the catacombs, do you think? Yeah, it probably says in the description, I guess. I think it looks like Godwin. It looks like Godwin's tail, whatever it is. It's a lot of damage per hit here. Yo! Get him? Fuck. Yo, that nearly screwed me, but that was the first time I ever tried that jump dodge. And it worked out, I guess. Like, I thought that was going to be good, and I was just going to go and riposte him, and then I don't reach there in time. And then he gives me that insane attack, but... Yikes, dude. That's a big yikes right there. That's funny. Yeah, there's a strat on that fire attack, and you just simply stand in front of him and just jump. And that's the first time I've ever tried it, and it worked nicely, though. Yeah, because that fire is normally one of his worst attacks, where, you know, pretty much the only way to dodge it, at least without that jump strat, is to run away, and that's it. And some people are like, oh, I just strafe around it normally. It's like, it's not consistent. Trust me. The only way to do it without that jump strat is to run away. Yeah, I did have the Thorny tier. I had the Wing Sword insignia, and then I went Ritual Sword plus Axe Talisman. Genuinely one of the most disgusting builds I've seen in the game. Like one of the easiest no-hits I've done, for sure. I do think it's a viable alternative to the Iron Balls. The downside being the poise damage is obviously not as good. Still makes for an excellent charge attack build, and I do think there are some advantages in some cases to do less poise damage. You know, a boss like Godfrey being an example where you can more easily get the phase 2 stun because you're doing less poise damage in phase 1, if that makes sense. Yeah, what ends up happening pretty often is you end up getting the stun during the phase transition. But with the less amount of poise damage, it doesn't happen, really. So, okay. You know what? We can start using Howl now. 13. I don't think you technically need stealth, though. Okay. I guess I won't get it yet. I'm kind of torn. I don't know what to do. I see it. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna get the Faith Talisman. Because my plan is eventually to get to 23 Faith. I think that's the way I'm gonna do it. I don't know if it's optimal. But yeah, we'll just hit 18 for now. But I don't actually need the Faith Talisman in that case. Let's go get it. So I don't know where I'm going.
Goodbye.
Yeah, see, like we definitely don't need to. No butterflies. Definitely don't need to start with the cracked pots on these runs. So like especially for Somber, I think the best way to do it is just to start with the Stone Sword keys. No, I didn't red for this one. I figured I wouldn't really have to. But maybe I could have tested that Gostoc and not lost a couple runs to it.
No.
I think 3 is enough. 3 should be fine. Oh, I got a triple pick up there. Okay. Hopefully I remember how to do this. I did it on region locked. Dude, I didn't even need fire bombs. I don't need to kill them. Okay. Whoops. All that, and I didn't even need to kill them. On a lot of runs, I just kill them anyways, I guess. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, I mean, charge attack still gotta be better. But yeah, the way that works is stealth works on the madness thing. And so when you're in bushes, you get an extra stealth effect. And so that's pretty much it. It doesn't see me when I'm crouched in the bushes. Okay, we're good for Howl? Yeah, 23 Faith. It's funny that the Land of Reed's Helm has 0 focus on it. It's actually really funny. So yeah, putting it on to try to like not get procced by Howl just like actually does nothing. Okay, yeah, so in the Somber 7 we get is going to be the one in Sewer. And so I'm probably going to want to get Sleep Pots before that point. What else? I think that's pretty much it. We should be good. Yeah, I guess I don't need a plus 9 before Morgott, but yeah, I guess I could just get a 7 in Mountaintops. I honestly didn't even think about that. Oof, that hits real hard, and I don't even have the Warrior Jar on. Oh, you bastard. How did we not kill him there? Oh. Got yeeted right there. If I should have had the Warrior Jar on. That's the problem. Would have easily gotten him. So, which Somber 7 should I get in Mountaintops then? There's that one on the Scarab on the tree. Because, yeah, that definitely would be more efficient. Is there a better 7 to pick up? I don't think so. I think that's the one I would get. Oh, yeah, the Skull and Forbidden Lands. Oh, you're 100% right. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely the one. Yeah. Easily. Okay, so 23 Faith we've now hit, so I think the rest we just go Strength. Okay, let's do that, and then I guess I still actually do need the Faith Talisman. I kind of forgot I was planning to use that. Yeah, just go, like, you know what's kind of nice too about going to +6 Morgott? It's more equivalent to a +12. It's still actually higher upgrade, but it gives a more fair comparison between the different routes with a Smithing and Somberstone weapon. when would this Ash of War be safe on this guy? I think it might be a little bit too slow. Yeah, on the phase change, you're right. Oh, should I sell the Faith Tier in? It's fine. Gonna lose out on a little bit of damage here. Yeah, on the phase change should be safe. And I guess right on the opening as well. Unless he just dodged out of the way. Nice. I honestly, with a setup like this, I probably could easily scripted him. If you just do 3 Ashes of War at the start, and then he does phase change, you do another one maybe. Yeah, this is really just a solid weapon, pretty much overall. Like, axes are good. Most of the axes in the game are pretty solid, and this one just has a good Ash of War on it. I don't know if I would say it's like the most obvious pick for a no-hit run. It's a viable choice. But yeah, if I were to make a tier list of no-hit weapons, this would probably go in maybe the B+ tier. B to B+ tier, so it's pretty good. Oh yeah, I mean, Mesmer Soldier Axe is an absolute monster weapon. I don't even know if it's that R2 is meant to be that strong, but yeah, Mesmer Soldier Axe is the best axe in the game. But yeah, I feel like there aren't many somber axes. Is that wrong? All the ones I think of are Smithing Stone. I guess the Ice Rind. I would say it's a worse weapon than Stormhawk, but not for a no-hit run. I think this weapon's better than Stormhawk for no-hit, probably. At least for a no-hit any percent. Oh, yeah, the Death Knight Twin Axe. That's true. I think we just continue to go into all strength. And then after we kill Godfrey, we will go get the Blue Dancer Charm. Because I'm pretty much just leaning mostly into the physical scaling at this point. Maybe eventually magic will become better, especially because I did get the magic tier. I heard that the Ripple Blade has some interesting effects with greases. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it like turbocharges when you use status greases on it. I can't remember the actual effect it has, like the numbers, but yeah, it does make greases better. And it's actually, like, Ripple Blade's actually a really sick weapon. Dude, I need to start getting my muscle memory to swap using the triggers instead of the bumpers. It doesn't feel right because I've been playing this game for 3 years, 3.5 years, doing it the other way. Want to use the little elevator to get this grace anymore? It's just faster to go that way, I think. Yeah, it's similar. I think there are probably more ways to mess up going the lower way if you miss a roof jump or something like that. Probably not. Actually, you know what? The Ash of War should be fast enough here. Naxxus can do the jump attacks in the air, which is very nice. Axes are maybe my preferred moveset for this fight, even. The full charge with 2 there. Ah, why are you not following it up, though? This is what I'm used to using from the, like, the Master Run. Okay, please follow it up. Oh my god, bro. There's no way this fight should have lasted this long with this weapon, but I'm really just trying to use the Ash of War. He just never follows it up. It's actually so disappointing. He didn't do the follow-up a single time there. I was simply waiting to get it. That's so annoying. I wanted to see if I could do it there. I'm sure I could have, and I want to see the damage here. What an asshole, dude. Huh? What's this? Oh, fuck, dude. I don't think I've seen that before. The hell? What happened? She might still see me here. What the hell happened there? I have to jump over? Really? Okay, I've never seen that, but I guess that's a thing. Not encountered that before. Okay, 87. Yeah, there's something wrong with the weapon. Yeah, it's messing up my game. It's the cursed weapon. Probably don't really need to buff here, but I will anyways, just to see. See if we can one-shot him. Almost. Imagine getting Blue Dancer instead of doing a quick and easy side quest for Magic Scorpion. I was really considering getting it, but I think Blue Dancer is actually just going to be better anyways. Like, look at that AR increase with Blue Dancer with this, because it's such a light weapon. Only 5.5 is pretty good. So yeah, that's a pretty significant AR boost. And Magic Scorpion just wouldn't even be that high because it's just like way less magic damage anyways. So I guess that's generally split weapons. You're going to build more into the physical damage part of it. Right? Like Ordovis Greatsword's another weapon. It's kind of similar, where you generally want to just build into physical, and then, you know, maybe some extra holy damage is just nice to have. But okay, let's see how this goes. I should have done something bigger than that there.
The thrones, stained by my curse, such shame they cannot bear. Thy part in this shall not be forgiven.
Clean fight.
Marathon
That
for the
fight
win.
probably could have
GG.
gotten way better, but I just didn't get light a stun. That probably could have been a much like faster fight than that, but yeah, easier fight than Gostoc. This weapon deals skeletons of damage.
Them and guide you.
That's fun. This weapon actually wore break stance. It does, I believe, 30 poise damage, so not really. It's not really a poise breaking thing. Ban that guy. The skill, I believe, is physical and magic damage. Used to do more than that? I don't think so. I don't think this weapon got nerfed or anything like that. That Morgott fight wasn't great, but it was mostly a user issue rather than the weapon's fault. And we're plus 6 right now. We're not really going that crazy, going all the way to plus 9. Yeah, I should have prioritized getting a stun there is what I should have done. I do feel like I'm very rusty on Morgott, and I should probably fight him a bit more. What type of physical? I'm guessing just standard, but I don't actually know. No, I haven't done a Reduvia no-hit run, but that is a request, so we are going to be doing that fairly soon. I don't think it's a bad weapon at all, but I don't think it's going to be one of the easier no-hit runs we do, probably. You know, an Elden Beast fight with Reduvia, like, that's not what you want to be using there. Versatility is very valuable in this game. I shouldn't have gone this way. I don't know why. I checked if it was morning, and it was, and I almost got myself killed. Yeah, but yeah, that's the reason why I like smithing snow weapons more. It's because you can just swap out the Ash of War for the situation. You can swap out your damage type. There are some Summer weapons that are pretty much good at everything. Like Darkmoon Greatsword is one of those. Wing of Estelle, probably. Although, you know, like there are some bosses like Rellana, which is not great on. I don't know if I said Darkmoon already. I think I did. There are a couple that are just so good that they're pretty much good at everything. But most of them are, you know, they have their strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so we have our 7. Let's go get our 8 and 9, which I think is still best to get them here. Let's go this way. You're scared to fall and die. Nice and easy to just get straight to +9 with the somber weapon. Alright, yeah, we're just going straight to Fire Giant here. Not wasting any time. I don't think the sleep strat is necessary here. Right? It's still just all strength. We're probably just gonna go all strength for the whole run, I'm guessing. And if that's the case, I actually don't think putting those extra 10 stats into Faith was worth it. I guess I'll just see what happens during this fight. I mean, maybe I'll delay the Phase 2 transition and see if I can build up some poise for Phase 2. Because I'd love to get, like, if I can get a stun before right at the start of Phase 2, he should, like, he probably will die. As long as my buffs are still active.
Maybe.
So drink here. Ooh, that's a large hit. I maybe should have just only done charged R2s though, because now the stun's gonna be all weird. Yeah, I stunned him. Fuck, dude. I heard the stun happen. Too bad. Yeah, I should have only done charged R2s there. I should have either done all charged R2s or no charged R2s. That would have been the way to do it. But now, see, like, when you don't get a stun there, this fight just drags on for so much longer. Good. Oh. Oh my god, that's gross, man. That's that's so good. Compared to what I've been used to in the last 2 runs, man. What a Phase 2 that is. Considering no stun there. Even the claw, I kind of had a hard time, but I think I may have only been +12 on the successful run by the time I fought him, so I think that's why. Oh, there's slash damage, really? Interesting. That's pretty valuable, actually. That means it's gonna smoke the noble here. Solid B+ A- tier weapon. The Rosus axe? Yeah, I think that's fair. To be fair though, I think most weapons in the game are in that range, which is a good thing. Yeah, that was a nice kill right there. Could even be a 1-cycle Godskin. Okay, 77. I don't know if I should keep going strength or not. I mean, my actual AR is higher with it, so I guess I probably should. Then we're getting more benefit from Blue Dancer if I keep going strength. So yeah, I guess I will. Also, I guess one thing to consider too is that we're +9 here, whereas Smithing Stone weapons get to +19 for this fight usually, which is not +9. Close though. So the Somber 10 we are gonna get in Ashen Capital, I guess. Usually, well, in some older runs I've done, I would get the one in Farum Azula. But I'd rather just do Bird Skip, I think. Wait, what are you saying? Dual wielding a weapon sucks? I don't even know what you mean by that. You mean two-handing? Or do you mean using paired weapons? Or like power stancing? Either way, that's not, like, I don't know what you're saying, because you're wrong. Like, two-handing a weapon is generally, like, for most weapons in the game, it's the better way to do it. But yeah, most weapons you want to be two-handing. Ever considered a run where I minimize the amount of attacks I do? Well, at one point in time, I was routing a one-shot no-hit run where I had to one-shot every boss, but that kind of sucked, man. It's not fun. That's not a fun thing to do. I only look at chat to debate asinine takes confirmed. A lot of sleep pots. Okay. This should decimate them. The real question is whether or not this is a one cycle. That's the question here. Maybe I should get the Roger set, dude. I don't think I want it here because it might actually make our damage too high. That's not what I meant. I think I'm going to go charged R2s here. I think that's the way to do this. It was not the way to do it. Yeah, I should have just done Ash of War. Fuck, dude. I was hoping I could get a stun. Maybe I could have done a jump attack there and it wouldn't have stunned or something. There's probably a way to do it where I was able to get that riposte. Please hit. My god, that's good damage. That's crazy damage, dude. It's pretty nice. Almost 5k damage a hit. This should honestly be an excellent Elden Beast weapon for general gameplay. Like, if you're just fighting him straight up, using that Ash of War, it's really quick and does so much damage for how quick it is. For no hit, though, the best weapons are able to stun him before he swims away, and then you just kill him. Surely this goes smoothly. Something that I should have practiced, but I didn't. I would imagine the Ash of War should be fast enough, or the Maliketh Slam. Should be fast enough for the Maliketh Slam. I'm just trying to think of how the poise damage is going to work out, though. So 30, 30, 30, and then if I do R1s, like maybe we set up the stun phase 2. I'm going to level up really quick. Just more strength. Okay, so I think maybe we'll stop at 50. Sure. I don't think it really matters all that much, but sure. And then we may want to get a little bit of endurance for Elden Beast. All right. One thing that's nice about using Howl, too, is that it does also last longer than Flame Get Restrength. So not only is it a higher % extra damage,
Destined death.
it does also last a bit longer.
Not have it stolen from me.
Oh.
Good morning, sunshine.
Beautiful. Not beautiful. Oh, fuck off, dude. Oh, I should have charged R2. Oh, and he got stuck on the pillar. Dang, I misplayed it. I thought it would reach him. Because it would 100% stunned that happened, but yeah, just out of range, I guess. Yeah, if I'd done a charge R2, like that would have been over. Yeah, I should have gone with the safe play, the charge R2, but I kind of wanted to do an Ash of War only kill. Close. Okay, so we do not have a Gideon kill, but I do have the Frenzy Flamestone already, so I'm just gonna pretty much do the normal Frenzy Flamestone strat with the R2s. And then maybe for the last hit, I wonder if it's a true combo, the Ash of War, because I could do Charger 2, Charger 2, Frenzy proc, and then Ash of War. But yeah, hopefully this timing's right, because if it's not, then I probably will die, because I didn't test it. This is why going into runs in this game without testing Gideon is a little scary, because if it doesn't work, you're just kind of toast. Right there it is, plus 10. I hope this works, dude. 7, 11. Oh, it's because I'm one-handing right now, or what? Why is this number higher? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep getting strength, I guess. I really don't think it matters. They're scaling similarly at this point. I hope this works. Because that would really suck to lose this run here. Yeah, surely I don't proc myself. I might actually cast Howl first here, just to let the build-up go down a little.
I knew you'd come to stand before the Elden
So Frenzy
Ring,
Stone.
to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Maliketh has high hopes for us, that we continue to struggle unto eternity. I know.
Simple.
In my bones.
Oof. Okay. I was a little bit too scared that the Ash of War wasn't gonna work, so I just didn't do it. When I saw that he didn't have much health left, I think we have that strat because this would be one of the weapons that would have a very hard time with Gideon if I didn't have the Frenzy Flamestone strat, because I don't think 3 charge R2s on the run would be enough. Yeah, this weapon is great for the entire game except for Gostoc. Yep, I agree with that. You know, I'm not sure if a charge R2 is safe at the start of the Horlu part of the fight, so I think I just won't. Yeah, it might be a little bit slow. I don't know. I'm just not. I'll do like a tap R2 or something. That was a terrible time to do that. Actual horrific time to do that because I don't know. Not terrible. Again, I just misplayed it though again. Like I should have been able to get a stun somewhere in there. This run is really demonstrating how important stuns are. And when you do a run like this and you don't pre-route it first, like I can make the fight so much more optimized with this setup probably. I guess we'll go like this, right? Should be fine. But yeah, when you don't test the kills beforehand, it's pretty tricky to do that. Yeah, I should be able to do that. So the rebuff should be Golden Vow plus Howl. And then I'm just going to try to get a stun on Elden Beast as quickly as possible. You know, this is actually where that Glintstone scrap strat would be really good. I haven't done that strat in a while, but maybe I should. Yeah, I guess we didn't get the bell bearing, the Smithing Stone bell bearing, which also has scraps on it, I think. So which scraps would I get though? Like, would I get the large scraps? Yeah, maybe I should go get the large scraps in the tunnel. I think I will, just to be safe. So here's the idea. On a lot of kills, you don't have enough poise damage per second to stun him before he swims away, right? So the idea is he swims away, he goes up into his ring. Glintstone scraps have enough range where you just simply lock onto him, and then you upkeep the poise damage with it. That's the idea. And so what happens then is when he lands, as long as you're in the right position and he starts up Elden Stars generally, you charge R2 to poise break. Is pretty much how it works. You can do it with a bow as well. It's trickier to do with the bow than with scraps. Yeah, because glintstone scraps actually do, or the large scraps do, I think, what, 10 poise damage or something? Anyways, I guess let's see what happens. But I kind of want to do an Ash of War in the opening here. Wow, that's some really solid damage, dude. I shouldn't have done that. Fuck, I don't have the FB. Okay, we get good RNG though. Nice kill, dude. Beautiful. Beautiful. Simple. I guess we didn't need the scraps after all, but if he swam away, it would have been close to get that last R2 off. Yeah, just that Radagon, I misplayed it by not doing charged R2s instead. Because we would have gotten the poise break. But another run done. If that felt like a first try if I didn't lose 2 runs to Gostoc earlier. But I guess let's continue it. Okay, don't forget Bewitching Branch this time. Well, no. So I'm gonna... So what I've been doing, for the claw run, so I've gotten one run that actually made it somewhere beyond any %. I ended up finishing all Great Runes base game minus Rykard, and I did Placidusax instead, and then I went into DLC. But I got hit on Rellana, so... surely magic at this point is better. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rellana as per usual. Well, I didn't get hit. Like, actually, I played it well. It's just on the phase change, I was just too close when I went for an attack. Like, I was a little bit too greedy. Like, out of all the attacks to get hit by, you probably wouldn't expect that one. But that was the one. And I also decided that I wanted to do a forward run through Castle Ensis rather than skip around the back. And it honestly went so poorly. It was a disaster, pretty much. I should have died while running through, but I got lucky and I didn't, and then I got hit on the boss. fuck, man.
Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe.
Nice, dude. What a kill. Beautiful. Simple. We're not doing all remembrances. We're doing all great runes next. Or that's I'll go. I just basically once I finish what the run is requested, I just go as far as I can until I die. I would probably stop at if I finished all the DLC remembrances, then which would be ridiculous. But if I did that, then I would come back and finish the base game remembrances, and then if I did an all remembrances plus DLC run, then I would probably stop at that point. But so far, we haven't really come close to being able to do that. And I'm honestly so rusty at some of the DLC bosses, dude, that I don't think it's gonna happen.
Please no. You merciless brutes. Take
I wonder how long that would end up taking, though. If I completed an all remembrances run with the DLC. How many run requests in the queue? You could do the command run sheet or something like that. It'll tell you. I think there are probably like 50. Need to finish 2 runs a day? Yeah, pretty much. The thing is, this is definitely one of the easier runs. 2 of the 3 runs I've done already have been some of the easier ones. There are some quite tough ones that I probably won't even be able to do in a day. So, how do we know if they're hitless or not? By seeing the hits equal 0 thing, probably. I won't make too much progress while the YouTube stream's restarting, but I'll maybe just get through this area or something. Okay, we're good. I restarted the YouTube live stream because every 12 hours, if you stream beyond that, the VOD just cuts off. It cuts off at 12 hours. So yeah, if I kept streaming, then all this would be gone. Yeah, and Twitch stream, you need to restart every 48 hours. But it's different. It's not about the VOD. It's like Twitch literally ends your stream at 48 hours, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if there's some, like, what the reason for it is. Maybe it's some kind of protection against people who do, you know, if you accidentally left your stream on. Like, I don't know. Not certain why that limit's there. Because it could be a VOD thing. Do I enjoy Somber or Smithing Stone more on no hits? I like Smithing Stone more generally because I just have more choices with the Ash of War. This is where the last run got ended because some guy jumped around the corner and hit me because I was trying new strat on the fly, of course. For live testing. At least sounded like someone aggroed there. There we go. That's all I had to do. The reason I stopped, or the reason I was trying other things is because he can aggro there sometimes, and it gets a little sketchy. Nice. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was going to land. Clean. Clean phase 2 skip. Let's go on Zoodle. Hunter already prepared for a 30-day editing marathon. Probably going to be more than that, realistically. Yeah, this marathon will keep Hunter in the prison for years in the basement. I do want to go back to that French challenge and finish that one up. There are probably a good like 10, 15 hours left on that run. I'm remembering correctly. Actually, you know what? There's more than that because I haven't even gone into Altus yet. Or no, I went into Altus, but I didn't go to the capital yet, I think. So how many bosses killed would that be? Like 70 something? You know, I really shouldn't die, but you never know what can happen in this game on a randomizer. I guess I'll stop to quick step. Yeah, under praying I don't get the French. Use what you get, run. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually true. You know what? I guess if I was going to use Howl on this run, I should have probably also used Golden Vow Incantation, but it's pretty far away. Okay, well, I guess we'll see how this goes. Axes are also probably my most used weapon on this boss, but again, it's the same with Morgott. Axes are just really good, and I've used them a lot, but I feel very out of practice. Nice. I'm supposed to dodge in there, but I'm just dumb. All right, not bad.
Extraordinary.
A little bit, like, just, again, I'm a little out of practice. Some of my positionings are a little off and stuff, but got the job done. I'm wondering if I should get the shackle for Moog on this one, or if it's not necessary, but I guess let's just go to him and see. Yeah, what I really like about axes on her is that you could do tap R2 into R1, and that's a safe combo. Weapons that have like a multi-hit true combo on her are just very good. And yeah, just the charged R2s are really good in that fight. A lot of things to like about it. So the play on Moog will be to just try to get a stun. I think our damage should be low enough where I can do that. And I believe he's got 110 poise. Axe is what, 36.3 poise damage? Yeah, I mean, that should work out pretty nicely. It'd be easier with the shackle, but I kind of don't feel like going to get it. If I do 3 Ashes of War, that should be 90 poise damage if it all hits. And then just R1s to get the poise break. Yeah, even on these runs, it's kind of nice. I guess it is a little scuffed that I have the wrong number of bosses or whatever, but I don't think it really matters. For a run like this, I think it's fine because we're going beyond the any percent. It shows that we're done the run and we're just going into extra. But when I don't have the number of any percent bosses right, then it's a little scuffed. It'd be nice to get some throwing knives for this. I think I'm going to do that. Just to upkeep poise damage, because I do want to try to get a stun and one cycle him. I mean, I'm not going to count it as a hit if I get hit by... yeah, it sounds funny to say that, but I'm not going to count it as a hit if I get hit by Nihil, because it's just... Like, I generally just don't count that. But I'd prefer to one cycle him. Just makes the fight faster. And then people are always like, there's always someone who's like, oh, just go get the physic tier for it. I would if it actually worked. It does work, but it doesn't prevent you from taking damage is the problem. I wish it did, because then it'd be so much cleaner for no-hit rule set. That's like, oh yeah, you just go get the tier and then it doesn't affect you, so it's not a hit, but you still take damage, even with the physic tier for some reason, so. Yeah, I keep forgetting about Roger's set, dude. I guess Roger's set would not be a huge amount of damage increase for us, but I guess now that we're getting more magic damage, it would be a bit more sizable. Okay, I'm not really sure how much poise damage we're at here. Do I send it? Nice, dude. Oh. Okay, that was a little bit of a guess, but it worked out, I guess. And that massive headshot, dude. That was a bit of a guess. Like, if I was wrong, I could have just died there. Or even if I wasn't wrong, he could have just swiped me, probably. I'll take it. Let's go here. That was a large headshot. I can't say I'm as impressed on that Moog fight as I was with the claws, but that was still very respectable. I from Nihil with backstab talisman. Yeah, you know what? I actually do remember someone telling me that. I haven't tried it out myself. Watch the Steam hardware announcement. Surely this isn't Rickroll. I mean, the Steam Deck is already so good that I'm sure whatever else that is, it's probably going to be good too. What do I get? Maybe I should get some faith so I don't have to keep swapping the talisman on. Or just more strength. Yeah, the huge steam is what they should call it. Yeah, the big steamer. Yeah, that controller, I just don't really like the touchpad. Even on the Steam Deck, I just never use it. But maybe I'm missing out on something. Maybe there's some application that I just not aware of. Yeah, DualSense has it, but I think that's a bit different. Oh, the Gabe cube. That's funny. Will I cry if enemy AI in the next game is actually smart? But what does smart mean? Have you ever attacked me there even with the beast torch? Not that I know of. I don't think I've seen that. How do I run without holding down B? I use... So I have an 8BitDo Ultimate 2 controller, which has extra bumpers, and that's what I use. That's why I like this controller so much. I'm not a huge fan of buttons on the bottom of a controller, or back buttons or whatever. But the bumper feels really nice to use. Pretty good. And so yeah, I just have that bumper mapped to B press. I also generally like having a button mapped to toggle B press so that, or well, maybe not generally, but I have used that in the past when playing Souls games that I have to sprint a lot in, so that I don't have to hold a button the entire time. But boss got a sound. Nah, I gotta be using a lightning weapon for that, dude. Bolt of Grandsax. Man, that would have been an insane way to like. I was trying to go for some Twitter points or something. Some online internet points. Yeah, he just posted a clip of Bolt of Grandsax one-shotting the boss. That's a good one. You know what? I guess this might not be that great here, but luckily it is mostly physical damage, so... Never a big fan of that spawn. Really won't get landed on here. Wow. Okay, I guess that magic damage is not going to be a problem. Yes, he has strafing. Really? Is that going to blast him? Oh my god, easily. Jesus, dude. Yeah, so much for that magic damage being a problem here. I was thinking maybe be like a little bit weak. But clearly not. Yeah, I'm just skipping Rykard on these runs because I'm not going to go fight. At least, like, I was thinking I could fight phase 1 with the weapon and then fight phase 2 with the Serpent Hunter. But what I'm doing instead is I'm just swapping out Rykard for Placidu's Axe, and I'm basically treating him as the last Great Rune boss. And I think that's a good way to do it. This Placidu's Axe is a pretty cool boss. All right, will I complete the All Great Runes base game again? I think this probably will be a better weapon for this boss than the claws were. But again, I don't know if I should Charge Dart 2 or Ash of War mostly. I think I gotta go for the Charge Dart 2s. And if I can get a stun before he flies up, then he should be getting smoked. Be a lot of damage going into phase 2. Can you do 2 Charge Dart 2s on this opening? I can't really remember. Maybe not quite. Okay, now we cook them. I could have done another one. I could have and should have done another one there. Very good damage, though. Like, yeah, imagine if I got around to the face for that. And it would have been... I haven't seen this attack in ages, dude. Fuck. Nice fight. All right, there we go. Base game done. So DLC time again. Now that's what the Ash of War on this weapon is. Okay, so you know what? We're going to need the Great Bow. And then I also kind of feel like I need double stealth. So what do I do? Well, yeah, I guess with that all Great Runes, I assume that's what we just finished, right? Because we're moving on to the DLC now. There are no Great Runes in the DLC. And then again, there's always someone, oh, well, Miquella's Great Rune is in the DLC, but obviously that's not the same. But yeah, so what I kind of want to do I'm completely going by my own rules on these runs, as you can tell, but in the DLC, I'm not going to skip around Ensis, because I think that's kind of no fun. So we're going to go through Ensis, but I'm also not even going to interact with the fragment system at all, because as you can see, we're already level 12 Blessing. I'm not even going to interact with it, because I don't think it adds anything, so... So yeah, we're going to go through Ensis, but I need more stealth. Is Bernal... Would he... He's surely gone by now, right? If he's still here, I could just easily kill him. Oh, no, he's still here. Nice. It should be pretty easy with a plus 10. Wow, things actually worked out for once. With these NPC, like, weird questline things. No, I mean, he's got to get one-shotted by this, surely. Yeah.
An enigma.
An enigma. Be certain.
No matter.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, so getting Gambit is no problem at the end of a run. You know what? If we're already going to Volcano Manor, maybe I should go get Golden Vow Incantation. I think I'm going to do that. I'm already going there. It's just a run down the road. Yeah, he had a little accident. Dang, dude. The puns are going crazy today. 24 bosses in. Nah, I mean, I'm already talking to him. I probably could have just killed him. That would have been faster, but... Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing, Kesha. Like, this game does look so good. Actually insane. It looks, like, just ridiculously good.
I knew you. I hereby take my hand. Give me your... I will pray.
I find it pretty rare that I look up in these games. But when you do, or when I do, it's a sight to behold. All right, yeah, let's go get Golden Vow Incant. Don't have to carry around this dagger anymore. Yep, I probably should have done that a long time ago. What's nice about Unseen Form is it's the only stealth that you can cast while on horse. Not that it really matters, but it's a bit more convenient not having to jump off horse. I'm running through a section like this. Yeah, I guess that's the problem, right? I'm always looking at the ground because I'm looking at where I'm running. But when you look up, it looks like a whole new game. Like, it really does. Okay, well, there's our Assassin's Gambit. Yeah, I guess, okay, you can use Assassin's Approach, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the actual decrease aggro range stealth effects. There we go. Which, yeah, the Assassin's Approach is just silencing, right? So the effect that I'm actually talking about, there are only 3 instances of it in the game, which is actually a lot. But you have Unseen Form, Assassin's Gambit, and then Lamenting Visage. Visages are the 3. We got the Great Bow, we got Double Stealth. Oh yes, I'll swap this. And then grab Golden Vow. Nice, okay. Yeah, Day-Night Stealth, Bushes Stealth, Crouching Stealth. There are a lot, like you can get so many stealth things happening at the same time. Okay, I'm hoping we are well enough equipped for Castle Ensis here. Well, Black Knife Assassin gear is only silencing, so it's not the same category. All of those other things that I just mentioned, they actually decrease the aggro range of enemies when they're active. So when you're sneaking, aggro range on enemies shrinks. When you're in grass, it shrinks. When you use Assassin's Gambit, it shrinks. You can combine any 2 of the stealth effects as well. So you can go Assassin's Gambit and Unseen Form, and you get even more decreased enemy aggro range. When it's nighttime, their aggro range is lower. Yep, stealth is crazy in this game. Yeah, I believe you can only combine 2 stealth buffs at a time. And then also Lamenting Visage, I think, has the strongest of the 3 effects. I believe Unseen Form and Assassin's Gambit are the same multiplier. I honestly couldn't tell you what the number is, though. I can't remember. But Lamenting Visage has a stronger effect, but also lasts for a short amount of time. Yeah, because you can use it on Torrent. You can use it in your offhand, no problem. Assassin's Gambit is kind of annoying because you have to either go main hand or two-hand it. You know, also it takes your health away, which is a little annoying. Okay, so the real danger in this running section is the part with the mages. But because we have double stealth, our strat should work. I think the rest of the section was pretty much... Oh, no. Whoa. My camera turned and almost jumped me off the edge, but somehow I didn't. I didn't even know you could jump up there. No, I think we should be okay, actually. I don't know. We're going to find out. So what I'm going to do is stealth. Shoot this guy with a great bow. Run past. I think I should be able to double stealth again. The beast torch out. Oh, fuck. I'm toast. Wait, what happened, though? What happened there? How could the other guy have aggroed? I don't actually... I don't understand that. I wonder if it had something to do with the enemy that was chasing me. Because my path was fine there. Funny, I no-hit this, but I get hit to Gostoc. Damn it, it's too bad this didn't work here because I wanted to see if it would be good. But I think it's because the enemy was chasing me. It had something to do with that guy. I believe that is the case. Because I don't see what else could have possibly happened there. I did the running section correctly. Yeah, you can tell I don't exactly have this place figured out yet. I did it on region lock no hit, obviously, but we don't have any ranged damage. And that's what I did rely on that a little bit here. Like I used Bolt of Grandsacks to kill the enemies that cause problems, such as the guy in that hallway that ended up chasing me. I used the bolt to kill him, and the guy up here, I also used the bolt, although we have a good strat for him. That one part with the mages, I have a strat for it. Shooting the great bow and distracting the enemies with double stealth, and then you can sneak by. But for some reason, all of those Mesmer soldiers got aggroed, which they're not supposed to. So again, I don't know what happened. I don't really understand it. But I somehow survived. Somehow. But isn't it... I think it's more fun going through this running section than just running around and fighting the boss. And it's also more fun fighting the boss than just running all the way up to Mesmer right now. I wish they made the more required boss in the DLC. So that's why I'm doing it this way. And I kind of feel like Rellana's too good of a boss to not fight. He's being a weirdo, dude. Clean fight. Yeah, I guess it just breaks up the DLC better when you don't just run around that way. Go straight to Mesmer. We are going to go to Mesmer now, though. And I was thinking of also adding Divine Beast into the run up to Consort, but man, our scaling, like, we're pretty much at the hard caps for everything here. I'm just going to get 28 Faith so I don't have to swap at the Talisman, maybe. But Hippo's just such a garbage fight. No, I don't think 12 is too much there. I think that was a very reasonably length Rellana fight. Did you guys not say? When I was doing the last run that I made it into the DLC, I think I got to blessing like 5 or whatever that you can get region locked. And it wasn't even like, it was so bad, dude. We basically scripted Moog. It was with the Dragon Scale Blade. We scripted Moog and we just destroyed him. And then we get to Rellana, who I guess is resistant to slash, but even still, the fight ended up taking 5 minutes. It was really bad. Would 8 be better? No, like I said, I think 11 would make sense. And that's what I've done on other runs, because 11 is the most you can get without fighting any enemies. Right, so it feels like it's reasonable to stop at that point. But like I said, I kind of just don't even want to interact with that system at all. And so I'm just going straight to the soft cap, and then I'm pretending it's not there, is what I'm doing. I probably should give myself DLC graces as well, honestly. Maybe I would give myself the bridge one here, just so I can activate the Great Rune Breaking, which is kind of required, and then just maybe the one in front of Shadow Keep up here, because there's not, like, running through this isn't really dangerous. Yeah, maybe I'd give myself this grace or the one that's actually in Shadow Keep. Do I stay at 12 or keep upgrading? That's what I've kind of been thinking about that. I'm not sure, because the difference between 12 and 20 is 20% extra damage, which is a lot, but I would never normally get to 20, obviously. But the difference between 12 and 15 for damage is, I believe, only 7... It's either 7 or 8% damage, which isn't massive. I'll probably just stay at 12. Yeah, or I guess if I feel like 12 was too little for Consort, then I could go... Yeah, I could just go to 18 or something. Also, you know what? I should probably get the 2-Ana Talisman with this thing. I mean, I'm just gonna... Like, I pretty much always lower the water here, so I think I'm gonna do that. And If this run goes well, then we might go all the way down to Consort, so... That was so weird. And you know what, like, people say that all the pretty much most of the fragments you need are on the way. I just don't even think that's true. I would have to think about it. I kind of wanted to go through and see which ones are actually on the way and see what blessing you'd get to. But I don't think you hit soft cap if you're just going with blessings that are on route to stuff you have to do. They are certainly not on the way. You can even just look at Gravesite Plain. Shit. I forgot what I was doing here. You just look at where the Gravesite Plain ones are. You'll see that that's just not true. Some of them are. Like, this one is, arguably this one is. No, like, arguably this one is too, but there's one over here, there's one down here. Okay, what's happening here? I messed up. I guess arguably, though, I could go to 11. That's what I've done in the past. Just go to 11 because that is the most you can pick up without killing any enemies or bosses. First blind play, Rellana was 3 to 4 blessing. You know what? I think... I've talked about this before, but I think Rellana, they did two things. First of all, I believe they messed up by making the blessing that most players reach there so low. But I also think the reason why they did it on purpose, and it was to force players to get stuck and then explore. It was honestly a terrible decision. And then she's an absolute monster at even level 6 blessing. It's so terrible. You probably should be at level, like, at least, I'm gonna say at least 8 at the very minimum. So I think they messed up with the numbers there, and I think they made it bad on purpose so that you would go look around. Well, sure, you could say 6 is enough. 0 is enough, depending on the player. But in terms of what it should have been for just balancing purposes for normal playthroughs, I think it should have been at least 8 is when the balancing would start to feel like other bosses in the game already are at. In the base game. Okay, surely this messenger will go fine. I am not confident on a lot of these bosses right now, dude. Not feeling the most confident. I could do the warp strat. It's probably worth it just to get extra duration on the buffs, I guess. Let's do it. The skill's gonna improve in this marathon. Oh yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, I know how to fight these bosses, obviously, right? But the main thing is that I've been doing a lot of Bloodborne lately. I've been doing a lot of Bloodborne, and I haven't been doing a lot of Elden Ring. And so some of these DLC fights I haven't fought in a while. Even some of the base game fights I haven't fought properly in a while either, so that's kind of what I'm talking about. I should go get the 2-Ana Talisman. It's a bit of a trek. Actually, you know what? The Grace down here is another one I was thinking of giving myself. Maybe for the next run I'll do that. Like, I don't need any Graces to start the DLC because I think it's fine as is. But once I kill Rellana, then I think I should unlock some Scadu Altus Graces. Yeah, 2-Ana Talisman is just such a good talisman, though. I feel like I should get it. Also, you know what? I guess I didn't talk to Hornsent either, but I was almost thinking for Leda on these runs that I would just skip the boss, and I may just do that. we're really not playing by the DLC's rules. Yeah, I agree. I think fragments are okay the first time through the DLC. I think they're okay. I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, I agree, though. I 100% agree with that. On my first playthrough, I didn't feel like fragments were that bad. I didn't feel like they got in the way. I do think some of the numbers are off, though, as I was saying earlier. I guess I usually jump up this way now. Okay, doing a talisman. But yeah, that was a long run just for a talisman of not much danger. So like I said, I think I'll update a script for the DLC to give myself the graces that I want. Okay, so what should two-handed replace is the question. Probably Warrior Jar. I'm gonna say Warrior Jar. And our Ash of War damage will still be good, but I feel like that's probably our least used talisman. Okay, surely I remember how to fight this boss. Yeah, I didn't talk to Hornsen, but I'm just gonna skip Leda, so. The wrong way to roll that. Beautiful.
America.
Simple. I guess I normally do stealth through here, but surely it's fine. This run's really going on for a long time. Like, we're now pretty much double any percent, or we're past double any percent length at this point, dude. Oh, is it? Yeah, okay, so we're pretty much at double any percent. I have a shackle, right? I don't. Fuck, man. I didn't get the... Oh. All right, stranded strats it is, I suppose. There is a strat here, actually, to... You can shoot the boulder pile with a bow. I don't really... I've never done that, and I don't really know where to aim it, so I'm just going to do it this way. And yeah, another good part about taking this route is that it takes you right to the rot. Hefty rot pots, which is used for the Leda strat, but I'm just going to skip Leda on this, so... Wait, no Hornsend invasion? Is it only if you talk to him? I guess I pretty much always talk to him to get rid of him in the Leda fight, so... I do kind of like the iframe talisman in this fight, but I guess, like, we certainly don't need it. Oh. I guess I rolled into her too much. Shit. Well, at least I didn't get no hit by her. Like I said, I'm a little rusty at some of these bosses, dude. Yeah, I guess I didn't roll to the right enough or something. Yeah, you know what? That's not a very good strat. I'm gonna say that's not a great strat. I forget when I started doing that. I should probably just outspace it, though. That's the easier way. And then instant AoE. But I guess I was just a little bit too far away. This is where this boss gets scary. It's so dumb, the instant AoE, dude. Such an absolute garbage attack. You kind of need range, or you just need to use like throwing daggers at that point when you're close. Okay, well, we got a lot of bosses down on that one, but I'm surprised I got that far because I'm just, like I said, a little rusty on some of these bosses, dude. But